So my credit score officially dropped more than 100 points after taking out my $24,500 balance transfer. I went from sitting at around an 800 credit score to now around a 689 credit score. Hello everyone, welcome back to Rookie on Margin. My name is Susan and I am documenting my journey of being fully invested in growth ETFs while using margin. I'm still learning as I go, and if you're someone who's also learning as they go, if you're someone who's curious about margin, or if you're someone who just wants to follow my journey as I document this process, you're in the right place. I do want to give a quick disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial expert in any way, shape, or form. I'm simply documenting what I'm doing with my own money and sharing my own experience. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. All right, so if you haven't seen my original balance transfer video yet, I will leave a link to that video. But just to quickly summarize what I did, I took out a $24,500 balance transfer from my Discover credit card, and it was at a 0% APR rate. There was a 4% balance transfer fee, which equal to about $980, and my plan has been to gradually invest this money into my taxable brokerage account at Robinhood. So this is where my credit score is currently sitting at. I'm around 689 credit score, and before doing all this, I was at an 800 credit score. You can kind of see on the graph there that I was sitting around 800 for the past couple months, and then once I took out that balance transfer, there was a big steep dip to 689, which is where I'm at right now. So that's a pretty significant difference, and I'm not too worried about that. I was mentally prepared for this, which is the reason why I went forward with doing this balance transfer, and I do not need to be using my credit anytime soon, like to take out a loan or to buy a house or anything like that, and I'm not really worried about that at the moment. So when I took out the balance transfer, my Discover card had a $25,500 credit limit, and I transferred $24,500 of that money into my bank account. So from a credit utilization standpoint, this was obviously a huge change from the way I was using my credit before. My credit utilization before this was around 10% or less, and once I did the balance transfer, my credit utilization went above 30%. So I did have a chance to request a credit limit increase with Discover, and I was shocked. I did not think they would approve it so soon after me taking out this balance transfer, but yeah, I just was requesting it to see what would happen. I didn't have high hopes about it, but they did approve it. So this is about a month and a half after I took out the money for the balance transfer, and they gave me a $3,000 credit limit increase, which I think is pretty nice. So that gives me an additional $3,000 of available credit. Also, I recently got approved for a Robinhood Gold credit card, and they did give me a $10,000 credit limit. So that's another $10,000 added to my total available credit line. So I also think that's pretty nice, but they have not yet updated that amount in my credit report. But I will definitely keep you guys posted. If this is something that you want to follow along, please like, please subscribe, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated. So my credit report right now is showing that I have $68,700 in total available credit. And this does not account for the $3,000 that Discover just increased my Discover credit card with. And it also does not account for the $10,000 from the Robinhood Gold credit card that I just got approved from. So once everything is fully reflected on my credit report, I should be sitting somewhere around $80,000 in total available credit. And I am curious to see how that's going to affect my credit score, or if my credit score will even be affected by that. I'm also trying to see how much it will affect my credit utilization as well. So ideally, I would definitely recommend, if you're trying to do something like this, to wait until the market drops, specifically when the S&P drops at least 10% from all-time highs. And ideally, that's what I would have done. But Discover did give me a time-limited offer, and I had until July 14th to accept that offer. And I did not think I would have another opportunity like this, especially with this large amount of money. And also because Discover is very convenient. They transfer this money directly into my bank account, my checking account, and I did not have to write a check or anything. So I thought that was really convenient for me. And also Capital One bought Discover. So there's some changes going on right now. I don't know if this is something that will be available in the future, but I just wanted to take advantage of the opportunity right now. And I could have applied for a brand new credit card, but I don't know if I would have been able to get the full amount that I received from my Discover credit card. I may have gotten like a lesser amount. So that's also another reason why I decided to go with my Discover credit card offer. So just looking at my remaining balance from the balance transfer, I have $8,600 remaining, which means I've used about $15,900. So $15,900 has been invested in my all-in account at Robinhood. I am dollar cost averaging and I just want to get all my money in there. So if there is a downward trend in the market during a said week, I will invest more money. But other than that, I'm going to continue dollar cost averaging it each week. And yeah, we shall see what happens. If this is something that you're interested in learning more about, please subscribe, please follow along. I'll be posting updates and I will show you guys the changes that are happening with my credit score and with my brokerage account as I finish investing this $24,500 balance transfer. So yeah, thank you for making it to the end of this video. Thank you guys for all the comments, all the support. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm wishing you guys the best on your financial journey. I wish you guys the best on achieving financial freedom and achieving financial success. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.